हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम टू माइंडफुल बातें। मैं हूं आपकी होस्ट डॉक्टर अमाया और आज हम बात करने वाले हैं एक ऐसे टॉपिक पे जो हर लड़की के लिए बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है। मेरे साथ आज हैं डॉक्टर अश्विनी प्रियदर्शिनी जो एक एक्सपर्ट है वुमेन्स हेल्थ में। आज वो हमारे साथ शेयर करेंगी कुछ इम्पोर्टेंट इंसाइट्स और टिप्स जो आपको अपनी मेंस्ट्रुअल हेल्थ बेटर समझने में हेल्प करेंगे। सो लेट्स वेलकम डॉक्टर अश्विनी प्रियदर्शिनी। वेलकम डॉक्टर।
Thank you so much, ma'am, for having me at your podcast. Really excited to share my views here.
सो डॉक्टर अश्विनी, पीरियड्स के बारे में आज भी हमारे समाज में काफी मिसकंसेप्शंस और मिथ्स हैं और आज हम चाहेंगे कि आप हमें इन बातों का सच समझाइए।
Menstruation, as much as I want to emphasize on it, is a shared responsibility of man, woman, family and the society, and we need to realize.
Absolutely, yes.
If I, go to my boss and I have a tantrum to throw because of something went wrong at work, taunting me that, oh, are you at, is it this time of the month, is the worst thing you can do to someone.
Absolutely, and kitna people do it so easily, right? They don't even realize. This is just an amazing point that you made. We need to first realize that it is not something to be shamed of and to be shamed at. So, isko ye understand kar पाना menstruation को, and I'm glad that we have people like you जो इस तरीके से इस पे लाइट थ्रो कर पा रहे हैं. The first thing is we all need to take that ownership. So coming back to my question, why do you think we feel that overwhelm and we feel those rush of emotions just before the periods happen?
Yeah. So, pointing on to the question, I would like to support whatever I say with evidence. By evidence, I mean scientific evidence, right? I don't speak out of, of course, I speak out of my experience, but I don't speak out here only out of my experience and whatever I've read. So, Harvard did this study on 1,000 women, which were obviously menstrual females, and they found out the association of their menstruation with their mental health. And it was found that almost all women suffered through some or the other mental health issues during their course of menstruation. And in fact, some of the women even came to have PMDD, which is dysphoric disorders.
Yes.
Some had anxiety disorders. So it has been scientifically proven that your mental health does get directly affected with your menstruation, right?
Absolutely.
So now we have a baseline for this. So why do we feel like this? So there is, as I said, there are absolute physiological differences between a man and a woman. Okay, men, they have their hormones at a certain level and they stay like that throughout the day, throughout the year, throughout the month, and
Absolutely, such a good point just that you just raised.
there is LH, there is FSH, there is estrogen, there is progesterone, there is so many other hormones, and it's all an interplay of those hormones which are going, and that is why our body is able to produce eggs, go and prepare our uterus for conception, and once that is not fertilized, we go into menstruation.
Right.
So it's all an interplay of hormones. So since there is so much of hormonal interplay, it affects our mood directly, which is something which is already scientifically established. So hormones, mood, that is the simple answer of this question.
All right. So what I understand and what in simple terms I would like audience to understand is, for men उनके जो hormones हैं वो एकदम plain चलते हैं, एक जैसे ही चलते हैं. But for women they keep fluctuating, and because they fluctuate, क्योंकि वो directly related है mood के साथ, उनका mood भी वैसे ही shift होता है, correct?
Absolutely.
Alrighty, this brings me to the second question. ये बहुत ही commonly perceive किया जाता है कि periods जो हैं they have to be painful. Do you think that's true?
Okay, so what you just mentioned as उसको हम medical terms में dysmenorrhea बोलते हैं, right? So this is definitely a condition. Dysmenorrhea, I cannot say that it is physiological, but I also cannot say that it is pathological. It is somewhere in between, okay? By physiological, I mean that it will normally happen to my body. By pathological, I mean that there is an underlying condition because of which it is happening. But honestly, it is somewhere in between. There's no biological demarcation for this, okay? What basically happens is कि there are certain families, उनमें genetically ऐसा होता है कि mostly females को dysmenorrhea होता है, तो फिर आपको भी dysmenorrhea होता है. But ऐसा कई बार होता है that there are a lot of underlying conditions like endometriosis, जिसके वजह से आपको बहुत ही एक्सेंचुएटेड लेवल का डिस्मेनोरिया हो रहा है. So say I started having periods. I entered into menarche, and I initially did not have painful periods. It's also normal to have period pain because uterus is a muscular organ and it is contracting to take out all the endometrial tissue. So आपकी body में कोई भी muscle इतना तेज contract करेगा तो उसमें cramps तो पड़ेंगे because obviously you're not exercising that muscle, right?
Right.
So those cramps, they get referred to your pelvis, to your thighs, to your back, and then that creates all the pain. बहुत सारा referred pain भी होता है. So it is normal to have dysmenorrhea, but say you all of a sudden started having a lot of dysmenorrhea earlier you didn't used to have, or earlier you used to have, and धीरे धीरे it has probably gone down, then probably you should once visit your gynec and tell her कि यार पहले दर्द नहीं होता था, अब दर्द होना शुरू हो गया. So it might raise suspicion कि probably there's an underlying condition. You should not take it lightly. You should take the corrective measures for it, and you should also routinely visit your gynecologist if you feel that there's something wrong with your body. Always listen to your body.
Alrighty. Okay. So that's very insightful. But I have a question here. Most people take this period pain as something that they need to adjust with, right? So I have a pain, let me take it off and let me take pills and I'll be fine. So where is that line that I draw? How do I know कि ये अगर मुझे पहले भी पेन होता था तो मैं how do I measure कि इतना pain is okay, इससे ज्यादा pain is something that I should be worried of?
So now period leaves are quite in talks. If I have to quantitatively tell you how much period pain is, so it's like a heart attack in your pelvis. You look at a man having a heart attack. I see so many heart attacks. So it's like a heart attack in your pelvis. That's the grade of pain you have, right? Now when you tell me that when do I have to take it off and when do I not have to take off, there is no biological demarcation for it. It is extremely subjective and it depends on the pain tolerance of every individual. Some people have very high pain tolerance, okay? उनको बहुत ज़्यादा period cramps हो रहे होंगे, but they probably don't even require medication or any corrective measures for it. And some people, if they are having very less cramps, they still can't walk. So it is when you start feeling uncomfortable with it, when it is unadjusting, when you cannot function. So that is the time when you should take it off and just rest it out. That is the best way out.
All right, so this is for all the women audience here and the males who are watching our podcast today. Whenever you feel that your partner or you are uncomfortable with the pain that you have, Dr. Ashwini suggests that it's time that we need to see the gynaec, correct?
Yeah.
So, doctor, I've heard many people saying that with age, this period pain, it increases. Is that true or is that just a myth?
Yeah. So age is just a number, but biologically it is not a number. Your body is physiologically aging, right? And there is systemic changes which is coming into your body. So when you are reaching the perimenopausal sort of a phase, the hormone roller coaster again starts, and in fact it accentuates because now body is going to enter a new phase as far as your reproductive cycle goes. So it may happen that this might increase or it might decrease also. Again, it depends and it varies from patient to patient. But every time you as a woman, you feel ki, okay, I think this is not normal. I am not comfortable with this. 10 people are telling you period pain is normal, you have to bear with it. It can be excruciating pain, but because 10 people are telling you and then you don't go see a doctor, that's not right. Even if it is 1.1 pain which you feel, you should go see a doctor. And then if there is something underlying, it should be resolved. If there is nothing, then it is just mostly physiological because of your hormones.
So we just talked about the age where it's the menopause is about to happen. So what is that age range when you think women start to experiencing these menopausal syndromes?
This is again completely dependent on your family genetics. There are a lot of ages which are written in gynecological textbooks or when we are made assumptions. But honestly speaking, what I've seen in practice or what I have seen around, what I have spoken to seen a gynecologist or whosoever, there is per se no age demarcation for this. It is completely on family genetics. Some people get menopause very late because women in their families have been getting it like that. Some people get it early, so it actually works like
Absolutely, you're 200% correct because I've seen people in my family. I have seen women hitting the menopause at 37 as well, and I've seen people menstruating at almost 48, 47. So it's subjective. So there cannot be a range that we can fit it into.
Of course, there is a bookish
Yes,
interval
yes.
that I can give you, but then you won't really resonate with it. And if I generally tell it to my patients, then they think that there is something wrong with them.
Absolutely, absolutely. So if we see, if we go check Google, and if we want to see that range, and if I don't resonate with it, people actually start panicking and getting restless, thinking that there's something wrong.
Speaking of medicines, according to you, what are the most effective counter medicines out there which you think like are very effective for that?
So as I was saying that, it's a myth that you cannot take medications, and how to go about relieving it, and what over-the-counter drugs you can take. So as I mentioned, there are definitely side effects of it, but taking it SOS मतलब जब दर्द हो रहा है तब खाने समय उससे कुछ भी आपकी बॉडी में कुछ खराब इफेक्ट होता नहीं है उसका. एंड इट इज एट दैट पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम आपके शरीर के लिए ये बात सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है कि आप उस पेन को रिलीव करें, बिकॉज उस पेन की वजह से आपकी बॉडी में और भी बहुत सारी चीजें विच कैन फर्दर बी हार्मफुल, राइट. अगर आप एक्सरसाइजिंग माइल्ड एक्सरसाइज कर रहे हैं उससे रिलीव नहीं आ रहा है, अगर हॉट फॉर्मेंटेशन यानी कि हॉट वाटर बैग में पानी लेके उससे अपने पेल्विक एरिया की सकाई कर रहे हैं उससे आराम नहीं आ रहा है, तो you can definitely go forward and take a analgesic, NSAIDs. Obviously I cannot go about advertising any medication here, but you should see your doctor and tell them ki so and so is happening, then what medication should I take, because there is an array of analgesics which are available in the market. You should definitely not go to a pharmacy and start popping it, because there was this one time I had a patient, Nimesulide is a drug which is banned in India. That patient was taking it in a combination with some other medication. So that can be harmful, because वो pharmacist है वो तो कुछ भी उठा के दे देगा, whatever is profitable or whatever. So you just ask your doctor कि so and so are the symptoms, so they will give you a good combination, which have some muscle relaxants, analgesics, और उसको खाओ, SOS लो, it's good to go.
परफेक्ट. तो यहाँ पे आई थिंक हमें ये समझना जरूरी है कि गूगल से या फिर किसी सर्च इंजन से वर्सेस आल्सो किसी फार्मेसी से जाके ऐसे ही कोई मेडिसिन उठा के पॉप इन करने से बेटर है. इट्स ऑलवेज अ बेटर ऑप्शन टू गो टू अ डॉक्टर एंड दे विल टेल यू व्हाट सूट्स योर बॉडी बेस्ट. एंड अकॉर्डिंग टू आई थिंक जब आप वो मेडिसिन लेंगे तो उसके ऐसे कोई हार्मफुल इफेक्ट्स नहीं होंगे. प्लस एज यू सेड कि जब हम SOS मतलब इमरजेंसी में अगर जरूरत पड़े तब मेडिसिन लेते हैं तो दे डेफिनेटली हेल्प यू relieve symptoms rather than causing any harm to your body.
Yeah, absolutely.
So this is a question that even I want to ask you. Are there any supplements? क्योंकि मैं ये बहुत सुनती हूँ और Amazon पे और दूसरी साइट्स पे ना बहुत सारे supplements listed होते हैं जो क्रैम्प पेन के लिए, इसके लिए, उसके लिए, right, to make you feel better. So I want your opinion, Dr. Ashwini. Are there actually supplements out there और कुछ vitamins हैं जो हम ले सकें जिससे ये period pain जो है या जो menstruation का process है वो थोड़ा ease off हो सके?
कुछ scientific evidence ने very few that I have come across till now has supported that because of lack of certain nutrients in the human body, you tend to have accentuated symptoms और आपके period pain बहुत ही beyond measure and beyond control होता है, right, हर बार. But this is a point जो बहुत सारे pharma drugs, बहुत सारी pharma companies, बहुत सारी agencies मोनेटाइज करने की कोशिश करती है. इतनी सारे आयुर्वेदिक सप्लीमेंट्स टुडे दे आर अवेलेबल इन द मार्केट, गायनोवेदा एंड आई डोंट नो व्हाट नॉट काइंड ऑफ नॉनसेंस व्हिच इज अवेलेबल ओवर द काउंटर, व्हिच women think that if they take it their period pain is reduced. I am telling you by my experience, I have women who have come to me who are taking all this kind of stuff, wasting their money and all of this, and nothing good is happening to their body. Okay, the only reason for this is because there is no scientific evidence for this. If it has to work, you first have to do an in-depth research into it. You have to take human subjects. आपको उस drug की या फिर उस supplement की implementability, efficacy, वो सारा कुछ देखना पड़ेगा, तभी जाके आप उसको over the counter बना सकते हैं, right? But now that they don't really come under the regulations, especially these Ayurvedic drugs and supplements and all, तो वो easily available होती है and लोगों को लगता है कि वो खा के बहुत कुछ हो जाता है, and then they are sold in hi-fi packaging and at very high costs. Nothing actually helps, and mostly people think, since they are putting in so much of money in buying it, it might really work. it doesn't really work. और कुछ patients में काम भी करता है, तो it's all psychosomatic. Since they've put in money in it, they've had it, so they think, okay, now we are fine. But there is no scientific evidence which is actually going and telling you कि if you take this supplement, your period pain is going to get okay, right? So there are studies going on. We are studying certain nutrients, but as such कोई solid हमें अभी तक guideline या फिर solid recommendation आई नहीं है जो हमें बोले कि ये सप्लीमेंट लेने से आपका पीरियड पेन रिलीफ हो जाएगा. ओके, बट येस, देयर इज वन गुड थिंग. इफ योर न्यूट्रिशन इज एट बे, ओके, आप एक बैलेंस डाइट खा रहे हैं जिसमें आप दाल, चावल, सब्जी, रोटी, ये सारा कुछ आप खा रहे हैं. यूर टेकिंग फ्रूट्स विच इज एंटीऑक्सीडेंट्स एंड माइक्रो न्यूट्रिएंट्स. इफ यू हैव गॉटन अ ब्लड वर्क डन जिसमें कोई एक पर्टिकुलर विटामिन की या फिर कोई एक पर्टिकुलर माइक्रो न्यूट्रिएंट की डेफिशिएंसी आई है और आपने उसको करेक्ट किया है, तो ओवरऑल आपकी बॉडी की फिजियोलॉजी ऐसी चलेगी कि कुछ डेफिशिएंसी की वजह से प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगी. सो दिस इज हाउ इट एक्चुअली वर्क्स. सो इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट कि एक पर्टिकुलर न्यूट्रिएंट है, उसकी डेफिशिएंसी है और आपको इस पीरियड पेन हो रहा है. पीरियड पेन आपको मसल क्रैम्प्स की वजह से हो रहा है एंड व्हाटएवर, बट you have to keep your calcium levels, vitamin D3 levels, magnesium levels, vitamin B levels, iron levels, everything at bay, because वो कुछ भी कम होगा आपकी बॉडी में तो फिर आपकी बॉडी में कुछ और भी होगा तो वो बहुत ज्यादा होगा, because the body is already trying to compensate for that lack.
अमेजिंग, ये बहुत ही जबरदस्त इंसाइट आपने दिया है. टॉकिंग ऑफ माय ओन एक्सपीरियंस, सो आफ्टर गिविंग बर्थ पहले पीरियड पेन बहुत कम होता था मुझे, बट अब एक्सक्रूशिएटिंग होता है. एंड आई एम आफ्टर दिस पॉडकास्ट आई एम गोइंग टू गेट माय टेस्ट डन एंड सी कि कौन सा न्यूट्रिएंट है एक्चुअली दैट दिस मेक्स अ लॉट ऑफ सेंस टू मी, जिसकी वजह से क्योंकि वो मेरे अंदर ऑलरेडी कमी है जिसकी वजह से ज्यादा रिफ्लेक्ट हो रहा है. सो आई थिंक आई वुड वांट टू टेल दिस टू ऑल वुमेन आउट देयर कि अगर आपको लगता है कि आपके एकदम से पेन चेंजेस आए हैं तो आई थिंक इट्स बेस्ट टू गेट अ टेस्ट डन. करेक्ट,
get a test done, and also एकदम से pain changes आए, it's very important for you to get a gynae exam done.
Yes.
There could be some underlying pathology जिसकी वजह से हो रहा है, और अगर पेन बहुत ज्यादा हो रहा है then there are corrective measures for it, medication, exercise, hot fermentation, all of that can definitely help.
and believe me, all of this works. Right. So second last question that we have today is self-care during a period. I keep hearing this suggestion from friends and people all over कि periods है तो rest करो, or maybe watch a movie, get some popcorn. We see all these reels around as well. What according to you is a healthy, good self-care ritual during period? I know it's subjective, but just to have a guideline.
There is again a very common floating myth about periods is that you should not take a bath. And there are so many of my patients who've come and told me this. महीने के समय नहाना नहीं होता. I don't know who's telling them this. I think that is one time in the month where you should definitely take a bath, because your hygiene.
Absolutely.
Yeah, when you clean yourself, then it elevates your mood. You feel good about yourself, and it is not only the hygiene which is taken care of, it is also the mood. If you're taking a hot shower when you are down, then you do feel very nice, right? So it is also a mood elevator. And hygiene is a point that I would like to stress. Okay, do change your napkins before you go to bed, because whole night you will be bleeding. So don't go to bed with used napkins, and try to change your napkins at frequent intervals. And maintain as much as hygiene as possible. Wear very light and breathable clothes. Rest it out. I think that is a very important thing. We women are always just out there to prove themselves at workplace and family. So that is a time of the month wherein you should just focus on self-care, because it is painful and it is very, very mentally taxing. And try to not be around triggers, because there are things which we are triggered with. We know that hygiene is one thing, and then again you should keep your nutrition at bay, and you should also make yourself comfortable. Please rest it out. जितना हो सके उतना rest करो, and अच्छे से खाओ, and hydrate yourself. Hydrating is extremely important. You must hydrate yourself.
Absolutely, yes. So I think hydration से लोगों को लगता है पानी पीना, So can you please put some light on it कि hydration में पानी के अलावा क्या-क्या चीजें हम include कर
Any
सकते हैं?
form of fluid except alcohol is, I think, acceptable. So you should take juices. You can take coconut water. You can have hot tea. You can have coffee. I would not really say a decaf would be okay. Any kind of fluid, yeah, any kind of comforting fluid. But keep your nutrition and your hydration at bay. And पानी कम से कम 1.5 से 2 लीटर आपको दिन में तो पीना चाहिए.
Perfect. So जब periods हैं, एक तो slow down करो, comfortable हो, है ना, rest करो,
और अच्छा हेल्दी खाना खाओ प्लस गुड हाइड्रेशन रखो. आई थिंक ये करें हम, और अगर हम ये स्ट्रिक्टली करें, फॉलो करें, तो आई थिंक वी आर गोइंग टू डू अ लॉट ऑफ favor to our body,
To yourself, yeah. And these are very basic things. Yeah, very basic things.
I think women in India in general बहुत ही अपने आप को वो प्रायोरिटाइज नहीं करते, हम लोग पीछे रख देते हैं, और पेन है फिर भी चलते रहो, all of that. I think once it's time that we change this attitude and थोड़ा सा स्लो डाउन, थोड़ा पॉज करें और अपने आप पे थोड़ा सा ज्यादा ध्यान दें, क्योंकि ये टाइम आपको आपकी बॉडी को चाहिए आपकी तरफ से, राइट? कमिंग टू द फाइनल क्वेश्चन दैट वी हैव, व्हाट आर द थिंग्स दैट वी शुड अवॉइड? क्या चीजें हैं जो नहीं करनी चाहिए ड्यूरिंग पीरियड्स?
सो पीरियड्स के समय बॉडी में जो गट की पर्मिबिलिटी होती है वो इंक्रीज हो जाती है. मतलब कि देयर आर अ लॉट ऑफ वुमेन हु गो थ्रू देयर समथिंग कॉल्ड एज मेंस्ट्रुअल डायरिया. उनको बहुत इजीली डायरिया हो जाता है, इज बिकॉज गट जो होता है हमारा और ज्यादा पर्मिएबल हो जाता है. So बहुत ज़्यादा spicy खाना and things which will take a lot of time to get digested, very heavy, very fat-laden food which will, it'll take a little bit of time to get digested. You should avoid that because anyway your body, the permeability is very high, right? Alcohol should definitely be avoided because it'll get absorbed. Anyway, it gets absorbed like this and it'll further get absorbed very easily into your body and it is going to give you a very bad headache. You should try to avoid as much as caffeine as possible because caffeine can trigger anxiety. It can give you a little bit of tremors. You can get a little bit of palpitations and that can be very discomforting. So that's why I said if you want to take coffee, take a decaf if you just want it for the flavor.
This is a lot of good insight that I have today. और जो भी आपने चीजें बोली, ट्रिगर्स से दूर रहना, कोशिश करना कि अपने इमोशंस पे पहले काम करें, थोड़ा स्लो डाउन करें, जो ड्रेनिंग सिचुएशंस है उनको आई थिंक 4-5 दिन बाद भी हम हैंडल कर लेंगे. तो अदर थिंग्स दैट यू जस्ट टोल्ड मी, फॉर एग्जांपल कॉफी, आई एम गोइंग टू डेफिनेटली ऐड दिस इनटू माय रूटीन विद माय थेरेपी क्लाइंट्स एंड आई एम गोइंग टू टेल देम दैट these are the things that you need to do.
Now that we are here at the end, one last thing that I would like to tell you is that try to start charting your periods as soon as possible. By charting, I mean period charting is such a important tool when it comes to women's health, for the doctor, such an important tool for the doctor and also for the patient, because there is something called as patients generally don't tend to recall whenever we ask them. Menstrual history हो गई, pregnancy की history लेनी है, कुछ भी लेना है, उनको events याद नहीं रहते, उनको dates याद नहीं रहते, and it is perfectly normal. If you ask me, I'll also forget it. You're only human. So just download any free app in your phone. Okay, nowadays there are so many period calendars available on Play Store and on Apple Store. You can just download any of it and 5 दिन की अपनी cycle mark कर दो और कुछ आपकी cycle में कुछ अलग हुआ है वो you must write it down in the notes because say tomorrow you are planning a pregnancy or you went for a gynec examination and something comes off to be wrong, you have an entire history of 2-3 years to show to your gynec, okay, this was my period cycle. We should definitely integrate this into our schedule as women, menstruating women.
Amazing. So I think आज बहुत सारा insight मिला मुझे. I've been menstruating for I think most of my life, right? But मुझे इतना knowledge about menstruation, being a doctor itself, कभी भी इतना deeply मैंने नहीं सोचा इस बारे में. It's just a part of you and you feel कि सबको होता है और आपको भी हो रहा है. But I think जो आपने आज इतने amazing points बताए हैं, तो हम अगर इनको regularly inculcate कर लें तो बहुत easy हो जाएगा हमारे menstruation को run through करना, right? Rather than calling it that time of the month, I think we should focus on how to make it an easy journey. Thank you so much, Dr. Ashwini, for all this insight, and thank you so much for being here. It was a true pleasure to have you here. Thank you so much. Thanks.
Thank you so much for having me, ma'am.
तो दोस्तों ये थी आज की हमारी बात पीरियड्स के बारे में। उम्मीद करती हूँ आपको ये डिस्कशन इंसाइटफुल लगा हो और कुछ ऐसे टिप्स मिले हों जो आपकी मेंस्ट्रुअल हेल्थ को बेटर बनाएंगे। अगर आपको ये एपिसोड पसंद आया तो अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ जरूर शेयर कीजिए और हमें अपना फीडबैक देना मत भूलिएगा। नेक्स्ट एपिसोड में फिर मिलते हैं एक अमेजिंग टॉपिक के साथ। टेक केयर एंड सी यू सून।